Over the opposing bovine on the other side of the barnyard. Last cow standing is the winner. It's good, clean family fun for everyone. Buy yours today. No cows were injured during the making of this video because in the game, cows are made out of cardboard and the poo is made out of rubber.
Today we've got Sarah, Lincoln, Liam,
Jonah,
Matt,
Kevin.
You said you were gonna go.
Oh, messed it up.
Welcome to the Saturday morning board game show. We have lots of fun in store for you guys today. First off, we gotta acknowledge that Matt is in the house.
Yay!
Matt from Bezier Games is here to show off some fun stuff to us. We're gonna be able to get a couple sneak peeks, and maybe we'll show you guys a couple things. We will.
Super excited.
And then we're gonna be playing games as per the usual. If you got here right at the beginning of the show, you saw one of our sponsors videos. We always want to give a shout out to our sponsors at the beginning of the show. The Good Game Company is the maker of Pie Catapult, which we'll be looking at in just a little bit. What else are we looking at today?
Well, of course, we have Burnt Island Games and Kids Table Board Gaming. I don't know if their late pledge is still available for power plants or not, so you can check that out. But we love us some Burnt Island Games.
Yeah.
And then we've also got The Op as one of our other sponsors, and are we looking at an op game? I think we are. Kingdom Hearts, is that coming later in the show?
Yep.
So keep an eye out for that one as well. We're going to be hopping back and forth between the table and the couch, just checking out a bunch of games. Thank you guys for tuning in today. We definitely want to interact with you guys, so let us know in the comments. Let's start off with what's your favorite Bezier game?
Well, there we go.
So give us your chats. We will interact with you guys there, and we'd love to just talk with you guys on the show and have fun. Are we giving away anything today?
Of course we are. We have to give away things. It's
We'll
like
find
2 weeks till Christmas.
right?
Yes.
Oh, and before we get too far, speaking of Christmas, where'd it go? Oh, Kevin's got it.
I've got it here. I've been hiding it.
Okay, good job. Let's pull out a couple things. Let's pull out the first one first. Not that one just yet.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
This is just the Christmas card from our friends. I thought we'd just read from Haba. Thank you, T, for sending us a cool Christmas card that says "Happy Holidays from Haba" to the entire Tantrum house.
Hey, thanks.
Woo.
And
Nice.
stickers.
Merry Christmas!
Awesome.
Yeah, I got
And this, Jonah has to open
From
this one
right
up.
out here.
Check
This
this
is
out.
Right
actual.
now?
It should have been wrapped.
Right
I'm
now?
sorry.
Jordan, I don't
failed.
do you know what this is?
I have no idea.
So this is
It's
pretty
a
cool.
box.
It's pretty cool. Oh, it says My Journey to Catan.
Class tuber. All right,
Okay,
open that up
here we
and
go.
read the inside flap
Oh,
there.
Oh.
it's a book.
It's a whole book. Looking pretty nice. Inside flap.
Keep going. One more page.
One more. That's a bookmark.
Yep.
Time bookmark. Nice.
Okay.
Read that.
Strictly limited edition of 1,000 copies, signed by Klaus Tuber.
Woo!
So an autographed hardback version of the book. There's only 1,000 of these hardbacks. The softback is available. I think you can probably find it on Amazon. I'm not sure exactly where you can get it just yet. It's coming out. This is like Klaus's, I don't know if it's an autobiography, but it's like his experience
Memoirs
producing,
of
Catan and
creating
where it's
Catan.
come from and how it's gotten
That's
there.
pretty cool. Whoa, it's got some illustrations
It's
in
got
there.
some very cool stuff.
Wow.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good
Ooh,
picture.
pictures.
We're not showing anybody. If you want to see
We
the
love
pictures,
Makes it so much easier to read.
I 100% agree with this. So check that one out. What is it called one more time?
It's called My Journey to Catan.
Coming out, available for Christmas.
So check it out online.
If you're a Catan fan or collector, It's definitely worth trying to get your hands
Or
on.
if you were looking for a Christmas gift for someone who loves Catan.
It's true. Excellent point.
Merry Christmas, Jonah.
Hey, thanks, Klaus.
Yeah, excellent
I
stuff.
appreciate you.
All right, I think Kevin was headed to the table because they're going to be showing us a game over there, and then we're going to get reset over here. So hang around, have some fun with us,
And make sure to comment your favorite Bezier game, and I'll be back after Kevin and Melissa to show you what the prizes are today.
Here we go.
Hello!
Hello, yes, I'm here too.
Melissa's
I
here.
just couldn't fit on the couch with everybody else.
Were you calling everyone fat over there?
No, of course not.
We have Public Market here from Talon Strike Studios. This was crowdfunded last year, and now it's being published by them. Tell us a little bit about what this game's about.
So you are fishermen or fisher people? Fishers. Whatever.
Fishers of men.
No, fishers of fish. Definitely fishers of fish.
Okay.
And it is a game where you're going to be taking actions up on the board to either fish and get these polyomino tiles that you're going to put in your ice chest, or you're going to go to market and you're going to sell your fish and try to complete objective cards to be able to get bonuses and points. And
We should
things like
say
that.
right at the very beginning, this game is not set up like a normal game would be set up.
I
This
just put out some of the pieces because it is a very large setup, so I didn't put everything out the
you
way.
do need some big table space for this game.
Because it has several rows and columns of these cards and
And-
several rows and columns of the polyomino tiles. But basically, on your turn, Kevin, you're in the first
Oh,
place.
so I'm gonna go fishing, and
Well, no, first you would
Oh.
choose one of those.
I'm gonna get some. You know what? I'm gonna get some herring. So I'm gonna spend $4 that I don't have.
Yeah,
Whoop.
the money.
I'm gonna spend $4 that and then I'm gonna get a herring tile. And
Which are in the box.
they look like this though.
Yes. So, and then I would decide, do I want to go earlier than Kevin? Then I would need to be in one of these spots, or do I not matter? So maybe I would go there, spend some money, get a sardine. And then at this point, Kevin would choose, is he going to go fishing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
or is he
fishing.
going to go to the market?
Go fishing. So then we see there's a boat tile, and the boat's in a certain row or certain column, and I'm gonna choose a fish group from that column. So I'm gonna choose this one here, and then I'm gonna place it in my ice chest. So you'll notice that I'm covering up things and not covering up things. You're not allowed to cover up the ice blocks that are in your ice chest, but you are covering up, or you're not covering up crabs.
You want to surround the crab. You can
That's-
cover it, but you don't want to.
I'm gonna do it like that. There we go. Whew. I was like, I knew I could figure it out somehow. There we go.
And then you would adjust your board based
So I got a
on-
salmon and a herring, so I would move that fish up and up. There we go.
And then basically later when he goes to market, he's going to see how many of each fish he has, see if he can complete a card for points and maybe bonuses, sell them for money.
A little set collection going on too.
Yep, and also you can advance your gears, which give you fish that you already have for every single round.
They're like salted fish. I don't know.
So even though Kevin only has 2 herring on his board, he started
With
already
1.
at 1. So that's why he's at 3
I
instead of 2.
got my extra herring fish in my back pocket.
Yeah, so a little bit of building up your board here so you can do bigger and better things later.
I think
in
if
the
you
game.
like Tetris-like games, you're gonna really like the ice chest with the puzzliness of placing your pieces in the right spots because you're trying to get them to surround crabs, cover sardines, and things like that.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of strategy with
Or shrimp. I'm sorry, that's shrimp.
moving the boat to a certain column of tiles because you're like, I really want this tile, but if the boat's not there, you can't choose that tile. So it's definitely interesting and thinky.
Plays 1 to 5. I will say there's an expansion that helps it go to the 5-player that you'll need.
Right, the base game only goes
It's
to
a
the
4-player. Also, it's a little bit longer of a game with the more players. So it says 60 to 90 minutes. I would say I would definitely closer to the hour and a half.
Yeah, we played with 5 and it did take a little bit longer, but it was a learning game for a lot of the players.
That's Public Market from Talon Strikes. Back to the couch.
Hey guys, so first off, quick shout out to everybody that's in the audience. Thank you, Michelle, Matt, Kristen, the Lobby of Hobbies, Crit, for tuning in at 10 o'clock your time. Excellent. Coralou, Jared, Kristen, Michelle, Matt, happy early Christmas to y'all, in case we don't see you before then. Sarah has got some giveaways for us.
I do.
Which
So
happen to
today
be-
we're having 10 winners for Christmas.
10?
10
The
winners.
10 days of Christmas, not 12?
Well, I guess I could have done 12. We can do 12.
We can do 12.
Let's do 12. Perfect. All right. Everyone will get a Christmas or holiday card just in time for the holidays. So let us know your favorite Bezier game. And
Saw several comments already.
yeah, already getting comments in, and you'll be ready. We'll be ready to pick some at the end of the show.
Sounds
So
good.
let us know throughout the show today your favorite Bezier game. Pick 12 winners for 12 Days of Christmas. We have several different choices.
Why did you think
So
10?
I don't know. We did 5, and they're like, let's double it and do more. That's all
Oh.
the further my mind.
Excellent. All right, well, cool.
so,
Get your comments in. We'll be sure to pick some winners before the end of the show.
Yep, let's
we
pick
are looking
Christmas
at
card.
Cow Pie Catapult. You can find this in Target. It's from the Good Game Company. The board is this cool little puzzle piece setup that you put out on the board. It kind of gives you the best spacing for your cow pie catapults. It's the black and white cows versus the brown cows, doing it out dirtiness on the field. I don't know. They've got their homemade launchers. Show us how one of those puppies works.
Okay, I'll test it out. Try to hit someone.
Oh, good
Oh,
round.
tough.
You have seven
Yeah, seven each.
poos each to start off the game, and basically it's just a last man standing dexterity game. So you're trying to knock over your opponent's cows first.
Yeah.
Fight!
Wait, it's faster again?
Got some karate skills going on. Yeah. Real time. Keep flinging. Oh, he's already going down.
First shot.
No!
I love how
that's
they
right.
they're rubbery, so they
They like stick together. Oh! Little more power. No!
Yeah, there's a very nice and satisfying that comes with the rubbery texture.
No,
You
no.
can get better at it if you
I know.
practice. I purposefully
Let's
held.
go!
Oh, got it. Oh, almost touched
I
it.
touched it. Let's
Oh,
go!
it's
Two.
happening.
No!
He's so close.
Let's
a little
go!
harder. A little harder. Hey!
Oh, you got it.
No, come
It could
on.
be anybody's game. Leave Conan in.
No! No,
Oh,
I'm
it's
so
so
close.
close. They keep
I need
getting-
more foos. I need more cow pies. No, it's like sideways. I can't hit it. Yeah!
Oh, way to go.
I was winning in the beginning, but then at the
good
end,
fling.
I brought it back.
So that is Cow Pie Catapult. I'm actually pretty impressed by the quality on these things.
Yeah.
These feel nice and sturdy. You're not breaking this even if you hit it as hard as you can. These guys are just the right weight to give you a nice little... And then everything else is cardboard. So even this guy is pretty heavy duty too for being a puzzle mat. But check them out from Target, from one of our show sponsors, the Good Game Company. They're actually located right here in Greenville. So shout out to Dave this morning if you're watching. And then, I think we're probably headed back to the table in just a second. They're still setting up. We're missing a couple people from the crew today. The Larry and Larry. No Larry and Larry. I hope I didn't scare you away. Stick around anyway. But they're missing today. So we're setting up cameras ourselves in the background.
Yes.
Without the pros here. All right. I think Jonah and Melissa are looking at Luna Capital at the table.
Hello, we're back. Before we get into the game, I've got to give a quick shout out to my most recent Christmas present, this New York sliced apron that I'm rocking. And so,
Wait, that's 2 Christmas presents today
that's
for you?
2 Christmas presents in like 10 minutes. I'm doing great.
Thanks, Matt.
But also, you guys, we just told you about the giveaway that we're going to do for the Christmas cards, and there may or may not, for all you guys tuning in, be a 12 Days of Christmas giveaway coming as well. So make sure you watch our channel. Facebook, Instagram, all the socials, because we do have some other things planned for giveaways for you guys for Christmas presents. So I'm not going to be the only one, although I'm getting the coolest ones at this point. So
Okay.
for the rest of the day, I'm chefing it up.
Okay.
You know what I
Chef
mean?
Jonah.
There we go.
There we go.
Let's do it.
Luna Capital. This is from DeVere Games. This is a tile laying sort of game. What'd you call it? A tile laying game?
Oh yeah, you're kind of building your own
Tableau.
tableau of cards on the moon, and there are tiles that you're putting onto the cards.
There we go.
So it reminds me a little bit of maybe Cascadia,
Yep.
where you're going to be taking a card and some tiles with one of your actions.
Yeah, so basically on your turn, you're going to take a card, and all the tiles that are under that card, that you can see right here, We're gonna switch to that in just a second. So if I take this card, then I would take all the tiles that are underneath that card, and then I would place that card in my tableau. Are we having switching problems? Okay, good. And then I would take all the tiles that I got that turn, and I would place them in the different spots in my board.
In any of the cards. And you don't have to actually play
That's
the
true.
card that you take. You're going to add it to your hand, and you can play any of the cards from your hand. And you're trying to put certain tiles in groups to be able to score adjacency and other things.
Yeah, I'd say this game is all about in-game scoring. Where you place the tiles determines the score that you're going to have at the end of the game. Yep. So each tile basically scores different. Each type of tile is going to score differently than any other types. And so it takes you half a round, half a game to really figure out what you're doing as far as just which tiles am I trying to put next to other tiles. But as far as the actions of the game, it's really simple. Like you said, take a card, add it to your hand, take all the tiles underneath the card. Yep. You can play any card that you have in your hand, and then you've got to play all your tiles.
There's also an aspect of the cards that you play. They have numbers in the corners, and when you play in a row, they have to be from lower number to higher number. So I could put the 7 next to the 10 to the left, and that's fine.
But you couldn't put the 7 over here.
I couldn't put the 7 here, and I can't put the 7 next to the other 7. Yeah. You can have up to 3 rows that you're working on at the same time. Yeah. So now in this row, 8 and 9 can't really fit in that row anymore.
I would say, like Jonah's saying, the main way you're getting points is by connecting the different tiles together. Then there's also some majority scoring with the meteors and things like that. But the greenhouses and different buildings, you're going to get your points are going to start compounding.
Yeah, and we didn't put the goal cards out, but there are 3 goal cards that you're going to play with every game. There's a lot to choose from, so there's going to be variability each game on what is scoring, and you're trying to be the first one to complete that goal, or at least complete it in the same round as other players to be able to score points for that. So if you like games with a spatial element and a puzzle element of trying to get tiles together and build your little colony, well, then
check out.
I would highly recommend this one. It might be showing up in some end of the year top 10 lists for some people.
Possibly.
Maybe. Luna Capital. Over to the couch.
We are looking at Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Scrawlers Heroes of Undermountain. And this is a maze drawing race to the finish game. We start at this side of the maze and try to race our way through to the boss at the far end. Whoever crosses out the boss first ends the game, and then we count up points. We get points for tracing treasure, tracing out the outline of treasure, tracing the actual lines of these spell cards, symbols, doing some of these, what are they called?
Like puzzles,
artifacts
almost?
or something, and crossing out plants and other monsters. So we'll be just quickly running through. You get negative points if you don't complete everything in a room. So you got to kind of plan your way through if possible, and you can't cross over any of the walls. You can touch a wall, but you can't just cross through. So we're going to take a stab at it. We both have our own character card, which gives us a little bit of a bonus. I get a bonus whenever I cross out an exact plant. I get an extra point. And the wizard, instead of having to trace out a spell, you can just draw a small circle inside it. So it looks like these other ones are also like that, where they just save you time. So like the rogue, you only need to touch a treasure to collect it instead of trace it. The barbarian, you only have to cross out the monster's head instead of the whole monster. And the cleric, you don't have to do the artifact fragments in order. You can just do them in any order you want. So that's pretty useful.
Yeah, all the abilities seem thematic to the class, which is kind of cool too. Yeah. Like the barbarian gets a headshot. You got the rogue who steals the gold.
So there's several mazes in the game, and they all play a little bit differently. Some of them involve keys and portals. On the back side of this, you can see this one has like 4 mini rooms in it, and there are portals in it that you jump to other rooms, and you're trying to kill 2 bosses instead of just 1. But for this game, we're going to do just one because it's pretty quick. We're going to go ahead and try to do it. So Are you ready?
I'm ready as
Let's
I'm gonna
do it.
be. We have the
2,
wizard and the ranger.
1, go. Cross out this dude.
Oh, I'm
Go
into
over
an
here.
artifact room. Okay, gotta do this in order.
Oh, I see there's plants over here, so I want to do the plants. Uh-oh.
I almost accidentally went through a wall. That would have been a negative point, but I went around.
You can cross over your own path, which is very useful, because... Oh, you aren't allowed to pull off, which is what I just did.
Oh, Ron's cheating.
And tracing this treasure, crossing off this little dude.
The hard part
tracing-
too is either of us could end it pretty quickly, but
Yeah, you
it's
don't-
about who has the most victory points at the end versus who ends it. You don't get a bonus for ending it, so you want to try to end it when you're confident that you have gotten more than your opponent as well. So there's a couple of different facets to like why you might try to end the game.
Every time I do a boss, I'm always like, oh, and I'll lift my pen up. That's not how you play the game. Don't lift your pen up.
Alright, I scrambled the boss.
Oh,
I went for a quick path on this one.
I tried to get bonus points
Wow.
from my exotic plants.
That was amazingly fast.
I shot up the side.
The sad thing is we were going almost the same path, but I was just going a lot slower.
Well, and what, not slower necessarily, like Ryan had said, the ranger has a unique power versus the other ones because it lets you get bonus points for your plants,
That's
whereas
right.
mine, I got to, instead of tracing spells, I got to kind of boogie through
I
those
wasted
ones.
time tracing all those spells.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see how you calculate it up.
So, yeah, it's a victory point for essentially all the conditions you met in each room.
And 1 per 3 stones.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I had to double count my
So
plants.
I got 20.
Oh, so I think I won.
Wait, no, I beat the boss, so 24. What'd you get?
25.
See? So even though
Yeah.
I'd finished it and I got to the end first.
I took my time.
Yeah, Ryan took a little more time.
'Cause I got
snagged
those
some
bonus
extra
points,
too. That was awesome.
Yeah, so that was Dungeon Scrawlers from WizKids. Definitely check it out. Are we ready back at the table? Let's go back to the table.
Welcome back to the table. We were talking about my farm shop from Pegasus Spiel. This is a dice rolling game where you're collecting resources at the farm to put in your farm shop to then sell because you need to sell all the goods that you get at the farm.
I would say that this is one of my most surprising games for the year because the box looks like it's going to
Farmville?
be some sort of like app game or simple or maybe childlike, but this reminds me a lot of Space Base, and because it has simultaneous actions and you're building up your board to try to trigger things.
I've got to say, the Pegasus Spiel got me like that with a different game called Kitchen Rush that they put out. Same type of thing. I looked at the box, I thought, this might not be my thing, and then after playing the game, I was like, this is a great game.
Cool. So what you do on your turn is you roll the 3 dice that are in the game, and then you're going to choose one of those die, and you're going to put that in the spot that
In the market.
in the market. So I'm gonna they're basically 1 through 6 market stalls. I'm gonna place the one there. Take that card that is in that spot, and I'm gonna place this card in any spot that I want in my farm. So I can place this over another card that's already got a card, or I can place it over a spot there. And then the other 2 dice are added together, and everyone activates that number on their board.
So we would look at farm number 5.
Yeah, and Jonah, you
Field
would
number
get
5.
2 eggs.
2 eggs.
Melissa gets a honey, and I would get a yarn. So that's basically what happens. Then it goes to the next players. All the goods go in your market because you have limited spots for them.
You'd have another card come out.
And then Melissa would go, and basically you're trying to put cards in your farm that basically you can start trading out those goods for the point, or coins.
The coins are going to be the points, so everyone starts with at least 1 spot where you can trade in goods for
4
points.
points.
You can get upgraded cards, so if I spend 1 of each, I get 2 bags and 6 points. The bags let you adjust die values. So say last time I didn't want to activate 5, I could spend a bag to either make it a 6 or a 4.
Yep.
So there's some variability, some dice manipulation that you can use
I like that a
during the
lot.
game.
The other thing is there's sunflowers in the game that basically enhance that spot's ability. So if I put it here on this 3, this egg, now I get 2 eggs instead of 1 egg. If I had 2 sunflowers on there, then I would get 3 eggs when that activates.
Oh.
So the game comes with basically base rules, and then there are a few modules that you can add in, which are adding a little bit more complexity. Normally when we play with all of the modules added in, just because it gives a little bit more choices and decision making, but it's a fairly quick game, and I really enjoy trying to figure out where to put my cards. 6, 7, 8 are gonna often be activated more often because of the 2 6-sided dice, but the active player really has some choices about which die that they're going to use.
Yep.
And they can look at their field and other people's fields and kind of be like, oh, if I leave a 6, Kevin's going to get a ton of points, so maybe I don't want to have that 6 available for other players.
Yep. That is my farm shop from Pegasus Spiel. Back to the couch.
Hey, what are we looking at here, Matt?
So
What is
this is a sneak peek of something, so you guys are in for a treat.
Yeah!
So around Thanksgiving, we announced that Maglev Metro is actually going to get some new maps coming next year.
What?
Yeah, so we announced one of them. This is probably my favorite one so far. There's a lot of really good ones. Maybe it's not my favorite. I don't know. There's good ones.
It's too hard.
But
Too hard.
yeah,
to pick a
so
favorite.
this is Mex, and so what Mex is it takes that same Maglev Metro feel, but all you're going to be purchasing is essentially a new map because you're going to use the same base components that you have.
Okay,
But we're
cool.
going to roll out these extra new components. I know.
They're so strong.
Yes, they're very strong and they fit very well
in the bus?
into your into your board.
Your,
on your board, right? You'll put them onto different abilities you have. And you're going to supercharge these abilities. And so they're going to give you, like the move one, for example. When you get the move one enhanced, you can pretty much move freely.
Anywhere?
Yeah, it's pretty. There's some lots of cool stuff, lots of cool abilities. The capacity one's kind of neat. You actually get to go beyond your capacity of 4 in your train.
Oh, nice.
So placing your mech different places, and you actually can adjust them too. So you move them around. Is a really cool strategy. The other cool thing it brings to the table is these little half stations. They're called mech stations, but they act like the hub where any robot can be dropped off there. And you'll see, they're special stick places. And as you drop these off, you actually are going to get a second mech to use on your board. But you have to build yours on the board to get it. The art on this feels so cool, almost like Tron-esque.
That's
Like,
exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Yeah.
That little retro vibe going on. And
The art for the new maps is amazing. We have an amazing graphic designer, Alana. She has really upped our graphic design game for sure. So we're really, really excited.
Very cool.
Yeah, just keep your eyes peeled because there might be some more announcements coming too.
so are we playing this afternoon?
Oh yeah, we're playing this and we're going to play some other secret stuff this afternoon.
All right, I'll let you guys know.
These guys will have all the
Whenever we're
secrets and
allowed.
we all know how good Will is.
Be ready for the news tomorrow. Excellent. Well, man, thanks. I'm looking forward to trying this out for sure. When did you say it's available? Can they order?
So it's not available for pre-order ordering yet.
Okay.
We're gonna be set. It's gonna start sometime next year. I can't give
Okay.
you tons of
So
details.
maybe a
but
convention release or something
yeah,
later.
so keep your eyes peeled. Just Maglev Metro is one of our games that we continue to want to put lots of development into
Yes.
because the idea of just being able to exchange new maps into the game gives it infinite variability.
Right.
And some of the new maps that might be coming may not be on planet Earth. I know. You have to kind of wait to see what's going on. So.
Excellent stuff. A little bit of a spoiler. The guys are working on their top 10 board games of 2021. I feel like I'm pretty confident that Maglev Metro showed up in that list. So,
Ooh.
you want a quick rundown and see where it ranked?
See,
Be sure
told
to
you,
check that
Will
out.
and keeping secrets,
Well,
man.
can't do
This
it.
guy.
Impossible.
Cannot
When
do
are
it.
we launching that? Do we know? When's that video going live?
Friday.
Oh gosh, I gotta edit a lot of stuff before Friday. Keep an eye out. Hopefully Friday, guys, top 10 of the year is coming out. All right, you guys ready over at the table? Ready enough? Head
Why
on.
don't you talk about some of the comments if anyone
Oh
wants to
yeah,
watch?
there were a lot of
Sure.
comments earlier I
The
saw.
favorite game.
Oh yeah, did Nishant answer? Is family watching right now? Hi, regardless. Hello,
Yes.
family. Happy to have you all tuning in today. So yeah, lots of people, lots of good conversations.
Yeah, what's some of the favorite Bezier games that you've been seeing coming through the chat?
They've listed so many. I think they've pretty much covered every game.
What's your favorite one, Will?
Oh man, don't put me on the spot like that. Okay, so actually, I don't know if this is my favorite one, but we play it a lot. We just played the new Super Ultimate Extreme, whatever the newest one is, Werewolf.
Extreme Pro.
Oh, nice.
Over Thanksgiving, with the neighbors, with 25 people. I don't even know. It was a ton of people. Biggest game I played in a long time, including neighbors who had never played any types of board games. One of them, Miss Becky, hi Miss Becky, the neighbor, was like, "Oh, I've never played Mafia. I don't know what any of this is. I've never lied. I don't know how to do that." And then she, of course,
Never lied.
killed all of us.
Those are the ones that always get you.
Right. We totally sucked us in. Totally believed everything. Did you guys play it again the next day too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you played it. It was so loud that we couldn't play our game in the other room. They were having a blast with it.
Yeah, tell us about your adventures with that.
We played it a few times. We tried to use a couple different
slide it
characters.
over. It's like hanging off the edge.
Don't know you want them?
Try to play a couple new characters.
We tried to play a couple of characters that are just in the new one, not the other ones.
Right.
So I don't even know who's
Is Dracula in the new one? Or is that in the original
vampire?
one?
There's Vampire. Yeah.
Yeah, not Dracula. Vampire we played with. Who I think it was Miss Becky who was actually the werewolf accomplice. What's the sidekick person? The minion, and she was killing it. It was
That's
hilarious.
so good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Werewords is another good one to break out. I don't know if
I don't know
comments
if
have
that made it in the
been
list.
feeding up with Werewords, but that's one of my other good party games because everybody knows how to play 20 questions, right?
Yes.
Right. We got Maglev Metro, Silver,
Whistle Mountain.
Silver's really good too.
I saw a bunch more in here. They hit like
Werewolf,
2 different strides.
Werewords did.
Oh, it did Werewords is there,
Suburbia.
yep.
Okay, good. That's
New
like
York Slice.
somebody said Werewolf.
I wonder if they sell that before the apron or after.
Castles.
Castles, of course. Yep. Between 2 Castles of Mad King Ludwig.
Oh,
Yeah, they're covering the bases. They got them all in here. Suburbia.
I know
They
anything
got
with castles in
distracted
it
with
does well in
Melissa's
here.
shirt.
Melissa,
but we
good job on
brought
the
it
perfect
back
Christmas shirt.
Christmas.
Whistle
I mean,
stop.
Muppets Christmas Carol is the best.
A fact,
We
that
all
is a
agree.
fact.
We can, yep. Got the answer correct.
Right.
Yeah, having lots of fun. All right, cool. Heading back to the table.
Welcome back to the table.
Hey,
We're
why
talking
don't you-
about Century, a new world. This is the third in the Century line. It started off with Century Spice Road. That was very simple, your hand management game that you're basically getting resources and trading those resources in for point cards. Then there was the Century Eastern Wonders. That was sort of like a pick up and deliver game. Wasn't one of my favorite
Yeah,
ones.
boats with like islands and things
But
like
then
that.
Century New World came, and it brought back the funness. That's the word, right? The funness.
Sure.
Of the Spice World, where you are collecting those resources and just trying to get them and to get the point cards, but in a different way, a worker placement way.
Mm-hmm.
You start with workers, and you're basically going out into the new world and getting those resources and then getting the point cards.
Yeah, and each spot tells you how many workers it's going to take to get that. So I would need to put 2 workers here to get 3 of the yellow cubes. Corn, I believe, is what it is in this game. And then Kevin could decide to come to this spot as well, but he would need to put 1 more worker, and then they would bump back to me, which is actually a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Because once you've used all your workers or used all the workers that you want, you have to take a turn to bring them all back.
So you
if
want people to bump you.
Yeah, so if he bumps me, then I have more turns I can take before I need to do that basically rest turn.
Yeah, what I also like about the game, the 2 things. One is, in the Spice Road, you're limited by what cards are coming up. Whereas this one, a lot of spaces are available, so you sort of see what's available. So if you really want yellow cubes, or you really want brown cubes, or you really want green cubes, you can go and get them. But throughout the game, there's a way to unlock new areas that will give you basically better actions. And then the other thing is, in Spice Road, is you had the way to upgrade your cube. So if you wanted to spend a green to get 2 pinks or 2 reds, the reds, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
The green to get 2 reds, they're here right on the board. I don't have to wait for that card to show up. So I do like that part of the game. It's a little bit, there's a little bit more going on than Spice Road, but I think I like that in this game.
Yeah, the point cards that you're actually buying have either benefits on them, like giving you this one
discount.
will give you a discount when you go to spaces that have that symbol, so you use fewer meeples. Others are giving you extra getting extra workers.
Which is always a good thing in a worker placement game, getting those extra workers.
There's one down there that gives you an extra red cube when you go to a space where you are getting meat. So not only are they cards with points, but they're giving you benefits. And some of those, that's how you're going to unlock the new areas. And then there are point tokens that you're going to get points based on the symbols you've collected on your cards. So now you're not only going, oh, this one's worth the most points. You're looking at, oh, I really need that symbol for my set collection, or I really want that power. So it adds a little bit more decision making into the game.
I think if you like Spice Road and you like worker placement type games, then you're definitely going to like this addition to the Century line. And you can also combine all 3 games to make an epic Century game.
Yeah, or combine any 2.
Sure.
We haven't personally done that, but there are rules and extra components for adding all the games together, which probably would be pretty epic.
Yep. Well, that's Century, a new world from our friend Emerson Matsuuchi and Plan B Games. Back to the couch.
Hey everybody, we're back, and we are going to take a look at Disney Kingdom Hearts Perilous Pursuit. In this game, it's actually cooperative, where you're fighting together to try to kind of beat the bad guys.
Yeah, you're going to the different worlds with Sora and the gang to try to beat these bosses and essentially close the world before they're lost.
So I'm actually going to play as Goofy. For whatever reason, when I showed up this morning, they assumed that was the best character to give me. So.
And I, of course, put Sora in front of me, because you got to go as the main character.
Right, absolutely. So, in this game, it's turn-based, so one at a time. And what you do first is roll all of these dice. It's kind of Yahtzee style, so you've got the ability to re-roll if need be. You can do that up to 3 times. Then, it's all about the symbols, the faces that are showing on the die. So, for instance, I rolled a couple of these keys. The keys are actually my attack ability, and so I can use one key to set my attack. I can use another key to actually activate my attack, and I actually have one more key, and since Sora, Matt's character, has both her attack like armed and set, I can actually use that key to attack there. So we actually can attack twice. We are attacking the Beast Castle. That's kind of our level 1 bad guy at the moment, and my attack's worth 1. Your attack's
mine is also worth 1 over here.
So we're attacking with 2, and we're pushing toward the world being saved every time that we attack him. After my turn is over, we will roll for the bad guy, and basically he'll try to push it back toward the world being lost. And there's a bunch of different bad guys and different levels to what you're going to try to accomplish throughout the game. So let me assign the rest.
And then
of
each of
these
these characters also have a special ability. So it's this little star symbol on here, and so for Sora, it's a bonus attack, whereas for some of the other characters, it could be an extra shield, it could be an extra card that you get. So you want to, the ability to start as a different character and play is really neat.
Yeah, so I just finished my turn. I basically assigned all of the die onto my board. Nothing else was available to activate, so my turn's over. I'm going to use the bad guy's die, and the top of the sheet here tells me they're rolling 2 blues and 1 black die. I'll roll them, and then you basically just look at the bad character and see what the die represents. So this particular die says, can't read upside down, not very good at it. This one says no effect. This guy says -1 health, so I'll actually take a loss on my health. I think I start at 10, so I'll be down to 9. And this one says -1.
Heartless.
Heartless.
So Heartless is how this moves up and down as well. So if you have the Heartless, you got to move the marker there.
So even though we attacked him twice and moved him twice up, he's going to move once back.
Yeah.
And then that would wrap up my turn, and turn would pass to the next character. And that's how you play Kingdom Hearts Perilous Pursuit. There's so many, I mean, look at this stack.
Yeah, you get to go to all the worlds, the Toy Story worlds there, Beast Castle, all kinds of places.
So many that you can try to work together as a team. It plays obviously up to 5 characters as well, and you can have lots of fun. There are some cards in here that give you some special abilities as well. You just have to activate them by using the correct symbol that's on your board, and you can have lots of fun playing this one. Lots of fun. So I think we're done, and we're going to go back to the table.
Welcome back to the table. We're talking about the expansion to Lost Ruins of Arnak called Expedition Leaders.
And Lost Ruins was on my top 10 for last year. I think it was either number 1 or number 2. So game we really, really enjoy. So we were super excited to get the expansion content.
This game has a lot of expansion content.
Yeah, basically the big thing is they've added characters. So you're going to choose a character at the beginning of the game, and a lot of the characters have special tokens that go with them, and each character has their own deck of cards. So you're going to have asymmetric powers and special abilities that are unique to your character and will probably sort of push you in certain directions for your strategy.
You played the one that moves this bird, is it a hawk or something?
Yes.
And what happened when you were moving this?
So when I got to certain spaces, I could decide to spend the hawk and move it back, or the falcon, whatever it is, and take whatever benefit was printed on that part. But I had to have certain actions that actually moved my hawk up.
Okay.
So it's kind of wait, do I spend it early or do I let it ride to get to the better things?
I played with this character like a mystic, and you're basically, it uses fear in a certain way to do these rituals that let you get more things or actions and things like that, so defeat beasts.
So you were trying to collect fear so you could use the fear.
But fear, if you know about Lost Ruins, fear is actually negative points at the end of the game. So I was a little concerned about that, but you actually can get rid of your fear as you're doing these ceremonies.
Yeah, and then there's the Baroness, and she's all about money and buying items, so you really want to do a lot of items with her, and you're going to get benefit for that. She has a card that always goes back on top of her deck,
That's
or
very nice.
one where you buy an item and it goes on top instead of on the bottom of your deck.
Then we have that new research track. Actually, it's a double-sided research track. And this one, the research track, you're trying to move your tokens up the track and encounter different things. This one will encounter a beast on this side, or a monster.
Guardian. It's a guardian.
Guardian. And
yeah, there's an artifact that you put there that you get to activate when you get to that step. So it adds a lot more variability if anyone has felt, oh, the research track has gotten a little stale. 2 more sides. So now with the expansion, there are 4 different options for the research track. So that's pretty cool. We actually didn't bring the components, but there are some more items and artifacts, guardians, sites, a little bit more just to add in the variability.
And I think we mentioned it, but everyone starts with their own asymmetric hand of cards too, which I think is really cool based on the character. So I like that as well.
Yeah, and very nice for teaching. Each character has their own little player aid, so it will tell you exactly what you need to know for playing that character, and you don't have to go rifling through the rule book because you have all the information you need right here on the player aid.
Cool. Well, I think we're gonna get kicked out of here.
What? Oh,
Actually, we're
yes.
just joining you.
All
So,
right.
I have a cool story that I want to tell. I want to give a shout out to the makers of Exploding Kittens. On the news, I don't know if you watched the board game news show that Jonah and I put out on the every other Monday of the week. We've got one coming next Monday, except I think we're bumping it to Tuesday. But we recently did a special news piece on the Toy of the Year Awards, the Toy of the Year Awards, and then it was the Game of the Year was the categories that we were announcing. And we did a little trivia. It was a lot of fun. During the trivia, one of the questions was, which game won the Toy Award? Maybe like 2 years ago, I think. And Jonah gave me some options. One of them was Happy Salmon, and I made the statement like, if it's not Happy Salmon, I'm gonna cry. And then he laughed at me, and I cried, and thank you, Exploding Kittens makers, for sending me a copy of the newest version of Happy Salmon. I thought we might play it right now, so let's just pull on everybody in. We'll probably have to kick this chair out of the way. If you're not familiar with this game, get ready. It's exciting.
All right, I'm gonna move my coffee
Okay,
out
good.
of the way.
And then come back. Don't be trying to get out of it.
It's like, I'm moving out and not.
I will take the blue deck. Everybody's going to grab their own deck of cards. And then basically, we're just trying to get rid of them as fast as we can. I assume you played this, Matt. Is that correct?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Everybody's in. All right,
We
here we
shuffle
go.
it or no?
We have to all be a little shorter.
We
or
just
look over
opened
there.
it, so yes.
Yeah.
Shuffle your deck.
Shuffle your deck. Shuffle your deck. Seems like a good idea. Although, how great would it have been if every single one had just been like, duh, duh. That would have been
We're all just
amazing.
high-fiving like crazy.
High five, fist, high five, high five, high five, fist
Also,
bump.
can we slide the table out just a little bit because it's gonna get.
You don't think you can get around with Jonah like in the hardest
No,
spot?
that's
Oh,
fine.
now we're all out of focus. Here we go.
It's okay.
All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Get set. Go. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Right on the back. Five. Fist bump. I need a fist bump. Give me a fist bump. Fist bump. Fist bump. I already switched you. Switch it up again. Switch it up. Switch it up. Fist bump. Fist bump. Fist bump. Fist bump. Happy Salmon. Switch. No. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. High five. Switch it up. Switch it up. Happy Salmon. Happy Salmon. High five. Happy Salmon. So good. Oh my gosh.
So maybe you should explain what was actually happening in all of that chaos.
A little out of breath, honestly.
I only had
Will?
3.
I got
I had 3.
I just realized that these are also colorblind friendly, in case you got confused because it has symbols on it. Basically, we all had decks of the same cards, and we were trying to get rid of them as fast as we could by finding somebody else to match with. My favorite, of course, being... I literally don't have a voice. I'm just yelling.
You're talking to that camera.
I'm looking at that one, talking to this one, all the above. Happy Salmon is the favorite one. Give me a Happy Salmon. You gotta like pat forearms, and then when you're done, you just re-grab your colored deck and put it back together, and you're back to that man.
Woo!
Woo! That was super fun. My heart's a little bit beating. All right, I think we have some prizes to announce. Is that correct? Should we head back to the couch where the camera will probably be not placed right? Maybe we should just hang out here. Let's hang out here. And we will we'll announce some prizes. So thank you guys for tuning in this morning. That does it for our hour-long Saturday morning board game show.
Not even.
Sarah has got some names to announce. Thank you guys for commenting in the comments about your favorite Bezier games. Who are our winners there?
10 winners?
12
winners.
Days of Christmas.
Yes.
On
We
the
upped it on the
12th day of Christmas, our first winner was...
Kristen Rosenberg.
Hey!
Congratulations.
Next
Are we
up.
just doing it the whole way?
No,
On this
no,
set?
please.
Do you start with 1 or 12? I couldn't remember.
You start with 1 and work your all the way, but we're not going to sing every one.
Partridge in
Maybe we
the
should just
Pear
start
Tree.
at 12.
Okay.
Are we all singing this? Is this happening?
No.
Don't do it. We're not
Please
doing it.
no.
All right.
For all of you who are winners, make sure that you send your mailing address to Sarah
SARA.
at tantrumhouse.com, and that's how we'll send you your Christmas gifts.
When you send your address, though, I think here's what you should do. You should either let us know that we're going to send you the card so you can have an empty card to send on, or if you just want a card from Tantrum House, I feel like we could sign it and send it to you and say Merry Christmas. Is that an option?
Yeah.
Both
And
options.
Which one do you want? Pass it on to your friends and family, or if you want us to fill it out ourselves, let us know.
Yep. Either way. All right, Alex.
Sarah will forge everyone's signatures and send it to you.
I already have digital.
Oh, she got the digitals.
No, I will make you all
These
hand
are already
sign
printed.
them.
You got it. That's right.
They
exactly.
will all be hand signed.
That's right.
All right. Alex Swire Clark.
Hey!
Miss Shot. Congratulations.
There's Sean and Fam.
And the fam. If I need to send it to India, I will.
Let us
I
know.
have stamps already ready to go. All right, David M.
Hey, congrats.
Woo! Michelle M.
Michelle.
Mr. ADH Games.
What is it, you?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Okay. Crit Happens.
Yay.
Zach Green.
Woo.
Coralu.
Coralu.
Jared Rosenberg.
Jared. It's like everybody out there.
The Lobby
Merry
of
Christmas.
Hobbies.
Whoa.
Hey.
And Matt Killingsworth.
Matt.
Hey.
Woohoo! Congrats on 12.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of the above, Happy
Yes.
Hanukkah, all the holidays. We are looking
I
forward to
also
playing.
have some Bezier stickers.
What
Decals.
is it? Are they going in the cards?
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
Yay.
Got them all in there.
That'll be great.
Cool stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a bunch of, especially top 10 videos coming out this year that we're looking forward to sharing with you guys. We've been compiling our lists, shooting 1,000 hours of B-roll, and trying to get those videos put together so that you guys can enjoy them and maybe have some Christmas shopping ideas to work with over the Christmas
Yeah,
holiday.
Liam's video is already out.
What was your number one?
Everdo.
Everdown.
Games to get your
Ooh.
teens.
There you go, big stuff. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you are doing well. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm gonna give Ryan the thumbs up to transition to the video. Head us out. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.